As we celebrate Women's History Month, we are spotlighting a woman who continues to break barriers at the University of Washington. Ana Mari Cauce is the first woman and first Latina president in the university's history. Cauce started her career at UW in 1986, serving as a faculty member, provost, and executive vice president before she was selected to become president in 2015. And she is joining us live this morning to share more with us about her time at the University of Washington. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. So let's start off by having you tell us why it is that diverse leadership is so important to you.
Well, look, the bottom line is that we live in a diverse world, and we know that excellence is based on that. This country, the fact that we are a country of immigrants, that we have people that have come together from all around the world, including our native people that we did not treat very well, but that we all come together. It's these crossings. It's, when people with different ideas, with different backgrounds get together. Here, some of what we're doing at the university is really trying to do more interdisciplinary work so that we have our English majors working together with our business majors, working together with our engineering majors. We know that diversity is so important in terms of excellence, in terms of innovation, in terms of discovery. I'm incredibly proud to be the first woman, the first Latina, the first lesbian to be president of the University of Washington. But also, I hope that we get to a day where those things will be no big deal because it will be common.
So you've had a long, successful career with a lot of growth. What is it that continues to inspire your journey at UW?
Well, this week is a good example. It's Thursday, but it feels like it's been a long week. I've had a lot of mornings that have started at 7 and have gone till 9 and 10 at night. But I am so inspired by our students, by our faculty, by our community. Last night, I was at a dinner that went relatively late. That was fabulous. One of our alums was giving back to the university, who has graduated and done well in the world. We were having dinner with her and with a couple of people that she's helped to support, 2 doctors, one doing amazing work in diabetes. They're beginning to look at the role of the brain in diabetes. It's going to totally change how we treat diabetes. I was looking at the future. We had another doctor that was a neurosurgeon that is really looking at very non-invasive ways to do surgery that will allow people that 5 years ago would not have been able to ever walk again to walk and to do it quickly. And they're both talking about the students that they've had in the labs. It was just so incredible. I felt like I was, looking at the future. A couple of days before, myself and our Dean of Engineering, we are one of 5 groups in the entire country where we have a woman president and a woman Dean of Engineering. We're meeting with a group of people talking about how are we going to take advantage of the CHIPS Act, which is so important in terms of really bringing, high-tech manufacturing and innovation right back into this country. It's going to be so important. How do we make sure that our students are ready to work in this new industry? How do we make the link between what they're learning in the classroom and what they're going to have to do when they go out into the world? And it was just, I can't tell you, I'm meeting with our student leaders today for lunch, and I'm really excited to hear about what the students are saying, what their needs are. On the one hand, we are dealing with students that are still getting over this pandemic, but at the same time, it's so exciting to be meeting in person again. We have a basketball game against WSU later this week that's going to be really exciting, and the whole arena is going to be rocking. It is just, this is just such an exciting place to be a part of, and that link between the university and serving the community is so incredibly strong. I love the fact that when I'm out there, walking in the community, I run into our alums every place, making the world better.
And I hear the excitement in your voice. It is so wonderful. But I do want to ask, on a more personal, individual level, as you mentioned, first woman, first Latina, first lesbian. Do you feel pressure because of that? And how do you handle it?
Well, I won't say that I don't at times. If someone more traditional says something stupid, and I've been known to occasionally do such a thing, no one says, "Oh, there goes another stupid white man," And so, you do feel a little bit more pressure to make sure. And so I'm extra prepared and I work extra hard, and because it's important to me to make sure that the people behind me are going to be able to move forward. And so, yeah, there are times when it's pressured, but there are other times when it's incredibly exciting.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us today, Ana Mari Cauce. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.